Hello and welcome to Let's Play Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. When we last left off, we were reading the longest note ever, in that it took up something like 3 minutes worth of gameplay time. I'm sure many of you are asking right now, should I continue to read the notes? The answer to that question is yes, I should, because why? Well, this game is being played blind and I haven't read the notes yet, and in order for me to read the notes, I'm either going to have to be quiet and mumble on about something else, or I could pause the game and cut recording, but I don't want to do that because that's stupid. And then I could, anyway. And yes, we are looking at the roof. Why I've wasted so much time already and nothing's happened. I'm hoping you're enjoying this lovely rooftop scene. On to the real game. Through this door.
It's unlocked.
Thank you, Jack, for that marvelous observation. What's down here? Oh, hello there.
It appears to be a private study area.
What's that?
It appears to be a private study area.
I got that. What's that there? Hello there.
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
Can we read it? Let's find out. Collection of... no we can't. Maybe. Whoa, there we go. Ha! Panaka took out here. This manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek of a far older work than before the time of the first humans. The passages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell the history of an unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension and wars fought across the vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they must sound absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projections, great race of youth. It makes you dizzy just to read it. Flying polyps. I wonder if they're the same kind of polyps I'm thinking about. I wonder if I'm mispronouncing the word. Please don't tell me. Is that all? No, it's just a bottle. I need to get over amnesia. It's finished.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Is that a mirror? Mike, well, hey. Mike, hey, look at that. Look how Jack jumps. That is so freaky. I look like some retarded person. My feet are flat. Normally when you jump, your feet sort of... honestly, if you jump like that, you deserve to be shot, or strangled, or go mentally insane. I'm sorry if I... No, actually, I take that back. Whoa, hello there.
That did not sound good.
No, but you should say... Sharp razors. Oh, there.
Well, that's just swell.
Swell it is. Oh, sharp razors. Let's go through the door of doom. Of happiness. Of joy. I've done that joke to death. Hey, that looks fun.
Medical charts on the human anatomy.
Intriguing. What's this?
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here.
Oh, hey, what's that? Oh, it's a bug. I love those.
In all my time on the job, I've never seen anything like this before.
Do you hear breathing? I hear breathing. Oh, bottles. Yummy. Is that a toe? We can pretend it's a toe. What's down here? It's very dark. Whoa! Hello there. My goodness, you're hideous. Something bad's going on here. It's very dark. Maybe I should turn it up. Oh, what's that?
Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
Well, duh. Of course. That's where my kidneys are.
This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines.
They didn't really do a good job at drawing the intestines. It's kind of like just a big blob. It needs to be like in the medical diagrams. Is that his brain?
Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for.
They're to hold the curvaceous undulations of the brain.
His beating heart.
It's not beating. Lies. Oh, diaphragm.
The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing.
It's called diaphragm, you stupid person.
Looks like his stomach.
Stomach. Love a bit of haggis in the morning. What's this do?
Oh, shit.
Oh, sharp razors. Oh, sharp fishing poles. Oh, shoot. Oh, shivers. Oh. I can't think of any more words.
Still warm.
That's really bad. How many words was that? Like 5. I can think of 5 S words. amazing how I am. Well, it is really dark. I'm going to
This
have to turn
tunnel
off
feels
the
like it's gonna collapse
brightness.
at any moment.
But that's what I configured the brightness according to what they said. It's so you can't see the thing. No, never mind. Oh, what's this do?
Ah!
Ow.
It's too hot to pick up.
We got the okay. Ooh, pretty. Can't really see much. You know what? We're going to turn up brightness. I compromised and set it so you could just see that. I think that's a lot better. It's still dark enough to be creepy and bright enough to actually see where on earth I'm going. Let's press this button.
There's no power.
There's no power. A conundrum. I love a good conundrum. Let's... is that a crystal holder? I think it is a crystal holder. Now let's go press the button. Maybe we can, like, summon up the Kraken. Awesome! I'm trapped. Just the kind of thing I like to see. It's Stargate! Whoa, trippy. What on earth is that? Hello there. It's so cute. It's like a giant Jar Jar Binks. Except with a radiating aura of evil. Flashback time or flash forward. No, that was a flashback. I'm so confused. Mysterious phone call. I wonder what intriguing thing can happen next.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia,
The
the
Dark
doctors
Descent.
called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson.
Mr.
I
Anderson.
need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Mr. Anderson. Knight, I have a new client, Mr. Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It was the First National grocery in Innsmouth which was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I have to gather, Burnham is son of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Mr. Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force entry into a store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? To misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Mr. Anderson. Following the conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what could only be the ancient towns of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighbouring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of strange elements in the town's oldest families. They are mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The unusual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying that line Burnham robbed the place, and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose 5 months after trying to break through my amnesia, the dark descent. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I can't get Mr. Anderson out of my head. Mr. Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson. So nice for you to visit us in this fine, green-tinted world of ours. So, Mr. Anderson, you think you can tame a Cthulhu? I don't know, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. A visit to the old town with Mr. Anderson. I think this basically sums up my feelings about Mr. Anderson. I don't know whether this is interesting commentary or not, but oh well. Mr. Anderson has been set in our path like a brick made of concrete, forged in the iron hills of Mordor, where Mr. Anderson lives. Under a hill, in a tree. It's a hill tree, you know, like it's a hill on a tree. I'm making hand gestures, but you can't see them.
Driver, how far did he stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Mr. Anderson. Awkward pause. An awkward pause for Mr. Anderson. Hey, it's a headless statue of Mr. Wilberforce, I think.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Hello, stranger. Got some nice thing for sale, eh, matey? Cockney accent, etc., etc. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Why can't I do the Mr. Anderson? I think we should just make a part of me saying Mr. Anderson the entire time. Oh, hello there. What is your name?
Could you direct me to the First National grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, You see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Well, I think that's all we have time for. I hope you
Chit-chat
enjoyed.
to him's gonna get me no
Shut up.
place fast.
I hope you enjoyed this part, and we'll be back shortly with Mr. Anderson.